back with us. I guess a lot of Cubbies and a lot of their fans are a little upset
I think
today.
Reed Duffy is taking it a little too seriously. What is he hanging around the house in his bathrobe?
Right, right. Not eating a thing, canceling
Reed,
all
get
the
a life.
diners.
It's going to be all right. They're not leaving town. They're just going another division. Yeah, or maybe they're not. You never know. The Cubs will not go softly into that Western Division. Today, the ball club sued Commissioner Fay Vincent to challenge the realignment of the National League. Yesterday, remember, Vincent ruled the Cubs and Cardinals would move to the West next season, while the Reds and Braves would come to the East. Now, the Cubs say, besides traditional rivalries and the affections of Reed Duffy, they'll also lose money because of more late-starting West Coast games on their superstation WGN. Well, the Cubs and Reds may or may not be going in different directions next season, but they were both at Wrigley Field today. Bottom of the 7th, 2-zip Reds. Andre Dawson just hawks this one out of there. His 11th homer of the year. That cut it to 2-1. It was still 2-1 in the 9th when Freddie Benavides, one of the great names of sport today, Freddie Benavides, Jose Rijo, of course, got the win today, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Freddie Benavides in the 9th doubles to bring home Joe Oliver, and it was 3-1. But it's never over until it's over. Somebody told me that. The Reds were looking for their 6th win in a row. The Cubs would not make it easy, though. Mark Grace comes through with a base hit in the bottom of the 9th to drive home Ryan Sandberg from second and make it 3-2. Hey, this one was not over yet, folks, at least not until Cal Daniels made sure it was over. He hit this grounder to Benavides at short. Look at this slow roller. Freddie throws it away. Cal says, no problem. I'll take second. Unfortunately, the ball comes right back, and Cal is gone to end the game. Reds won 3-2. They've taken 11 of their last 14. Now, speaking of the Reds, stop me if you've heard this one before. Reliever Rob Dibble faces a 4-game suspension and a fine for his part in a brawl with the Astros 2 weeks ago. Remember this? Astro pitcher Pete Harnisch pegged Glenn Braggs. Both benches emptied. Braggs was also suspended for 4 games, Harnisch for 3, and Astro coach Ed Ott got 7 days. That'll really hurt the Astros. Dibble and Braggs have appealed their suspensions, so that won't start until after they get a hearing. Now, latest word, the Indians say they will open a 3-game set with the Denver Zephyrs tonight at Busch Stadium despite the rains. Last night, the Tribe extended its lead in the American Association East to 2 games with a nail-biting win in Buffalo. It didn't start out that way. Look at this drive to center that Al Martin had no clue on at all. It scored 3 runs. Blaine Beatty, Eric Bullock, and F.P. Santangelo scored. It was 4-0 Indians. The Bisons tied it, and in the 7th, Stairs came through again. This time, he connects for a solo home run to the opposite field to make it 5-4. The Indians won it 6-5. They're 48-34 heading into tonight's action, which, as we said, they say is going to go on. Quickly, a trade from the NBA. The world champion Bulls dealt guard Laterro Green, their 2nd-round draft pick this year, to Orlando for the Magic 2nd-round pick next year. And, all right, I have to admit, here's the real reason Ed Sorensen is not here tonight. He's running with the Bulls in Pamplona. Now, Ed figured, see, this is the 40th anniversary of the running of the Bulls, and since he's 40-something himself, maybe he's having a little midlife crisis, so he'd get out there and run with the Bulls. This is not as easy as it looks, and it doesn't look easy at all. Look at these guys. Yeah, this is what I want to do on my day off. A couple of these guys got trampled. It was not funny. 2 Americans got hurt. One guy had a fractured collarbone. Another guy had some head injuries, but they were treated and released at the hospital. I guess Ed's okay. If you see me here again tomorrow, then you know that the Bulls won, and Ed did not. In 4 days, we have 4 different leaders at the Tour de France. Today's 3rd stage from Pau to Bordeaux was 136 miles long, and Frenchman Pascal Lino was part of a 10-rider breakaway that moved away from the pack early on. Dutch rider Rob Harmeling won the stage, which, of course, held somewhere in France, some name that you can't pronounce unless you take a couple years of French. But Lino is the overall leader, 1 minute and 54 seconds in front. American Greg LeMond is not considered a threat this year. He is 10th overall, 5 minutes and 6 seconds back. So, you know, you get out this weekend. Maybe you can run in front of some bulls or get on your bike and pedal about 136 miles or so.
Let's take those bikes. Thanks, Ken.